everybody and welcome to Creativity Time. My name is Tatiana. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Australia, and I come live every Thursday at 10 AM Australian Eastern Standard Time to inspire you to be creative. Today I'm going to use the Watercolor World stamp set. It came in the mail last week or the week before, and I haven't had a chance to play. So I thought this would be a great time to do so. So let's flip to the table and get started. I have an idea and I hope the idea works. Anyway, so it's a single rubber stamp and it's a bit of a world map, which is, I thought that's quite fun. I actually thought it would be great for, what do you call it? For scrapbooking. I am going to put the sticker on. And I'm going to use my stamp positioning tool. So the way I like to put the stickers on is I peel it off, and this is the side that goes on to the plate. I'm going to place that onto the plate, as so, and then do my take a pick tool. I'm going to lift the backing off. There, a lot easier with the tool. That's one half. And the second half. And then I'm going to press the plate. I'm just going to take my time. That got stuck, because once it sticks it's pretty tacky, so I'm just going to line up the edge of the sticker with the stamp and then lower it down. There we go. Awesome. So that's lined up. Oh, there we go. That will work, and I'm going to grab a piece of cardstock, basic white, and we're going to position it so that the world fits on somewhat in the center, which I'm quite happy with that. Maybe a tinge up. Yep. And then I'm going to place a magnet probably here. Probably should have grabbed the magnets first. That would have been the smarter thing to do. And I'm trying to keep my magnets separated so that they don't. Something there, and we could fit one up here, and that'll hold that quite steady. Now I'm thinking, let's blend a few different colors into it. I'm thinking bright colors, or shall we do? What shall we do? We shall use Sweet Sorbet. Sweet Sorbet. Ooh. I don't know. Sweet Sorbet, Orchid Oasis, and Tahitian Tide. That should be fun. Okay, so I'm going to grab blenders. One for each. That one will do, that one, and knocking them down. There. And we're going to use those to ink up our stamp. So I'm going to start with Tahitian Tide. And what you can actually do is, because ink blending doesn't give you that much ink, but it's good for blending those edges to get that more soft look. And grab my glider, and by doing it with the stamp positioning tool, you have a little bit more control. So I'm able to go, I need more ink there, and then I'm going to blend these hard edges because I want the colours to kind of blend, gradient into each other. So I've picked colours that will work well with each other as well. There we go. Let's probably press a little bit more in that spot. There we go, I think. Yeah, we can keep pressing. And this is why it's handy. I know it's going to press into the right spot. Why am I not getting that little ink spot? It's right there. Anyhow, and then I'm going to work from the other side. So start with sweet sorbet from the other end. I'm really not left-handed, so this is a tad awkward. And then using a blending brush to kind of blend that edge so it's not a hard edge. So I've inked up some sweet sorbet to this side, which is over here, and we're going to stamp that. Hopefully that hasn't dried out too much. And I'm just going to press that in. There we go. So there, that's working. Could have blended that edge a little bit more, so I've got ink on my blender, and I'm going to blend that and press that in. So, and now I'm going to just grab a piece of chamois and I'm going to clean this all up because I don't want my ink pads to bleed into each other, or as in when I press the ink pad. Isn't that a fun sound? No, not really. Just kidding. But we can now close the sweet sorbet and close Tahitian Tide. And now I'm going to use Orchid Oasis, and I'm just kind of pressing the ink pad, or swiping the ink pad, should I say, across the area that should be, approximately. And I'm going to blend that edge. So add a bit more ink and blend that edge, because we don't want it to be sharp lines, we want it to become a bit of a gradient. And then rubbing that well. Thankfully I am using the stamp positioning tool, so that means that it's in the right spot. So there we go, we're getting that look. Now I want a little bit more blending happening, maybe a bit over here, I don't know. Let's see, I blend there and there. You can experiment. The other way I could have done, oh, I should have done it that way. Oh, using markers. Oh well, next time. And then watercolor paper. That would have been so much fun. Ooh, shall I change? Ooh, I'm tempted to change. Ooh. Yes, let's change. Sorry. It's been one of those mornings. Technology fail. And now I'm going to change my mind on how I'm going to do this. So I'm going to take that and put that to the side. Oh no, let's just leave that. It's the look I was going. So that's my card front. I'll do the other technique and share it on my blog later. So that's the card front, and I wanted to use the alphabet a la mode dies to write a sentiment. And should we go Aussie? Good day. Good. Or should I say hello? Decisions. G'day. Let's stick with the g'day since I've already put it there. I'm trying to find the apostrophe there. There we go. And what I'm going to do is die cut that from black cardstock with our scrap piece. Yeah, that could work. Yes, that'll work. So I'm gonna die cut that from black. So this is basic black. Got my apostrophe. Now I know I'm specifically not using the adhesive back sheets because I'm going to use this, which is foam adhesive sheets. So we'll need to, this is the way I like to use foam adhesive sheets because it allows me to not waste it. If I stick the paper down to the foam adhesive sheet, then the rest of the scraps kind of get wasted with that, unless you can die cut other bits from it. But by doing it this way, it's a little bit of extra work, but that means that you get more out of your foam adhesive sheets. So firstly, let's die cut out the g'day. And now I'm going to take some of this. Let's cut this one so it fits there. Doesn't have to be in the order, it can be anywhere as long as they fit, just because we'll be punching these out. And the D has stuck, but I try to keep them as much as possible in the foam. Doesn't matter if the backing comes out like it has on the Y there. I try to keep the foam sitting in there, as so, and then we can place, we'll remove the backing, so that backing's just been removed. And if I take the tacky end, I can place my black die cut. So this is what I mean. It's a little bit of extra fiddliness, but it means that I don't waste the foam adhesive sheet. And I can use all these little bits on a card now. That's enough to pop up. So there's the G. That Y starting to come out and stretch a little bit, but if I place it back in, no, it's a bit easier when you use a full sheet and when your nails don't stick to things. I'm going to have to redo the Y. I have done this before and it's worked beautifully. Anyway, the D. Now that's the back. Let's remove that off the D. There we go. And so that forms. So don't throw that out. That can be used as a dimensional. Day, and I just need to do the Y again. There, see? Keeping the letter in the foam and then just removing that bit. And then you can place that, and because it's still within, it kind of sits right into the indentation. As so, and then you can pop them out. Not lose our apostrophe. Using the backing of the apostrophe, which isn't too bad, but don't want to lose the apostrophe. And if we bring this back in, good. Remove the bits from inside the A. Take your pick tools, great for that. Now I want that to just stand out a little bit more, so let's die cut some vellum. Putting that to the side, I'm grabbing the basic border dies and I'm going to grab my favorite, the cloud one, and grab some vellum. I'm going to cut it at 3 1/4 inch, which fits onto the cutting plate quite nicely. And if I grab the other cutting plate, oh, that one's got bits in it. I should trim it down. Making sure the vellum is just that slightly bit smaller than the die, and holding it in place. But the point is, let's see, they'll fit quite nicely there. So I'm going to cut it about there. And this will sit over that, and look at that, it's just big enough. We'll need to trim just a tiny bit, and I know on the camera it doesn't seem as if it changes much, but that little bit of vellum will make the difference in having the G'day stand out a bit. Just making sure I'm somewhat centering it. Eyeball centering, but centering. Okay, I'm quite pleased with that, so I'm going to start taking the backing off and adhering that down. And where did my little apostrophe go? I don't know. It's got to be here somewhere. Thought maybe it attached itself to the Mini Bailey. No. It was here. Oh dear. Ah, there it is. I found it. There. Yay. Okay, so to adhere this onto our card front, I'm going to flip that over and use my liquid glue ever so thinly right where the letters are. The other option would have been to put the adhesive sheet on the back of the vellum, the full sheet, and then you would stick it all down. But I want this to pop up a bit, so, oops. Okay, stick that down. I'm going to flip that and trim. Trim those edges. And I'm going to use a black cardstock base. Oops, I don't have one prepped, so I need to cut that. I'm going to do a landscape card, so I'm going to score at 10.5 and cut at 14.85. Oh my goodness, I'm now flipping things across my table. And so that black on the sentiment will stand out as well. Bit of glue. Stick that down. Perfect. And it does need a little bit of embellishment. So I'm going to use my favorites, which are these iridescent rhinestones. I love how they pick up colors, and they just, I don't know, to me they're the perfect embellishment. And there, and then one down there. Just gives that little bit of shine without too much bling bling. And we do need to decorate the inside of the card and the envelope. So I'm going to grab myself a white envelope, and I'm going to take the stamp again. I'm happy with that positioning. Where are my magnets? This is the problem with being a messy crafter. I don't think I put them back. No, I did not. Where did I put them? Jeez Louise. Ay, ay, ay. Really do need the magnets. I should have a special spot I put them in. You know, like the one on the back of the case. Maybe that would have been handy. Oh yeah. They're not on the floor, so they have to be on the table somewhere. Border dies. That's the vellum. Stamp case, chamois, backing. Aha! Look where they were. They had attached themselves. There. Okay. And we're going to stamp the world map. Let's put it in Orchid Oasis, because that was the last colour I used. On the envelope. And now there will be a bit of a gap there. So what we can do, kind of open that up a bit, and then we can press that down, and that will fill that in. See, now it's all complete. And now we also need to decorate the well, don't need, but I like to. And I'm going to grab the top of the world, so I'm going to have to move the stamp down a bit. But before I move it, I will clean it. Don't want to get ink on my fingers too much. I will a little bit. So I'm just going to put a magnet there and there. And now I'm going to pick up the stamp and reposition it across the bottom here. And now I only need to ink up the top bit, and I should really put some grid paper. Yep, I think I've inked up enough, but grid paper. Underneath, because I don't want to get my surface dirty. There we go, perfect. So we've got a bit of the world there. And let's keep the magnets on there so that I know that's where they are. Put that to the side. Bring in our card. And we can adhere that in. There, so the world's inside, outside, and on the envelope, and a very personalized saying. So there we go. Thanks for bearing with me and the technology issues. If you're watching on YouTube, I have cut everything together so you get a smooth transaction. Hopefully you have learnt some techniques or a trick or two, and don't you just love those? They're so cute. Anyhow, I'll catch you again next week at 10 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, right here on my channel or on YouTube. Don't forget to follow or subscribe to get notifications. Bye for now.